G'day everybody and welcome to this lesson for Crying Lightning by Arctic Monkeys. The main challenge in this song is those quick little triplets at the end of each bar right throughout the groove. They're based on a single stroke, 4-stroke ruff, and we're just going to play that right, left. In the first bar, the orchestration moves up onto the hi-hats, and in the second bar, it stays mostly on the snare drums. But let me play the opening few bars for you so you know what I mean. I definitely find it easiest to start each of those ruffs with the right hand. It just keeps it nice and consistent right throughout the song. But what it does mean is every now and again, you have to move your left hand up onto the hi-hats or the crash cymbal. And so if you're not used to that, maybe you could muck around with a different sticking. Anyway, moving into the verse, it's exactly the same groove, but we're just going to close the hi-hats up a little bit tighter and only open them for a few of those hi-hat sizzles. We carry on with that same groove throughout the verse, and then there's a fill leading into a stop right at the end. The way I'm thinking about that fill is two groups of three. The first one is snare drum, hi-hat, snare drum, and the second one is all up on the tom, starting with the left hand, which will then lead you down to the final note on the floor tom with the right hand. Next up, we're into the pre-chorus, and we're just going to play 4 snares to the bar. And then to those snare drums, we're going to add 8th notes on the kick drums and crash cymbals up on top. And to come out of this first pre-chorus, there's a little fill as well. From that pre-chorus, we're back into another verse and we're using just the same groove as we did before. About halfway through, there's a slightly different fill, and there's a fill that pops up in the chorus as well, so I'll show you how it goes. And then at the end of this verse, we go into a chorus with this fill. Now we're up to the chorus, and it's actually exactly the same beat, but there are a few more of those offbeat crash cymbals in there, so I'll break it down 4 bars at a time. Here we go. Here's the next 4 bars. We use those 4 bars one more time. And then to finish off the chorus, we have another triplet fill leading down into a stop. I'll put that whole chorus section back together and play through. After that little stop, we're into the guitar solo, and we're still using exactly the same groove, but we've moved it up onto the ride cymbal, and the hi-hat sizzle still happens, but with the left hand. So I'll play it through slowly. After that guitar solo, we're straight into the next section, which has some big stabs, and it sounds like this. From there, everything breaks down into the bridge section. We're playing a marching pattern on the snare drum, but we're still keeping those triplets going. And to finish this section, we come off on the end of 4. From there, we're into the outro, and it's a pattern that we've already used. There's one fill that pops up in this outro a couple of times, and again, it's something that we've already used. Here's how it goes. And the last 2 bars have a fill that just drops off, and here's how that goes. And there we go, that is the drum part to Crying Lightning by Arctic Monkeys. Once you have those 4-stroke ruffs under your hands, I think this groove will come together pretty easily, so hopefully you have fun with that. Happy practicing, and I'll see you at the next lesson.